There we go, trying to get my camera going. This is gonna be a little different video because I don't know if I'm gonna catch anything. Trying out a lake. I think I've been here once, but there's a tournament coming up on it and I wanted to get some practice in and meet up with Eric, but it rained today and then I overslept. So I'm here, I'm gonna try to do some fishing in the rain. I'm just hoping to catch a fish. Well, I'm a little late. Huh? You caught 10 fish? No way. I better catch something today then. If I don't catch anything, make me look bad. There we go. Just choke it. All right, first catch today. I took a break, then came back out, and I knew Eric had said they were up in this shallow water where this creek's flowing in here. I thought I saw one busting. This guy hammered it, little flat A. All right, it might help me out in my tournament, so let me put the camera away. First fish today, chunky, 16 inches. So not a bad catch, real thick fish. Oh yeah, refreshment time. I've only got one fish, and I gotta find a few more. So the rain has not let up, but I think I'm gonna hit up a couple more of these coves, and I think I'll find some fish. There's a fish. Nice. Yay. Oh my goodness, I've been struggling today. Feels good to get a fish. And it's a smallmouth. That's what I was kind of hoping to find, maybe right here. Well, hope you can hear, and I think it's too shaky. Figured I couldn't catch anything. I've seen some fish hitting, and it feels good to get a smallmouth in. He's not gonna be big enough to help me in my tournament I'm in, but that's a good catch. The rain and the wind definitely let up. It's a little choppy out here still off the main part, but I figured I'd fish these points here with the Hellgrammite, something kind of sinking in, and sure enough, he was pretty shallow. Sanking in right off the edge, and he hit it right away. So maybe we can find a few more. That'd be great. Oh, was a good one. Oh, yes. Yeah. That's a nice smallie. Nice. Yeah. Dude, that's a good fish. Oh no. 18 and a quarter. That's about a 3-pound smallmouth, 2.5, 3 pound, probably about 3-pound smallmouth. Let's get him back in the water. Nice catch. I guess I'm gonna keep working this ledge right here, and might as well keep on going downstream or keep on working it and see if I can find any more. There's no one. There's no one. That's a largemouth. Oh. I felt him taking it for a minute. I want to make sure you had it. Solid largemouth. About a 13-inch probably. I was about to turn around and go back, but there's a couple spots that look good, and then I cast in and got that one. So this ball here has actually turned out pretty good for the amount of time I've been fishing it. Probably about 45 minutes. I think I've caught 3, lost 1, so. Oh, good fish. Oh. Dude, I thought he was a lot bigger than that. This guy stayed down. I went down the wall and I decided, well, let me come back up to the point again. I figured there had to be another fish up here. Sure enough. Good smallmouth. Worth coming back up. Probably 15, 16 inches. So, man, this little rock wall definitely paid off. I'm not gonna fish much longer. Rain's coming back. It's kind of getting a little dark. But man, it was fun. Good day out here. All right, so it's been a couple days. I'm gonna try to end out this video. Obviously, you can see it was raining. It was a crazy day. It rained all day. The only time I caught fish was really that, other than that one up shallow, it was that spurt where it kind of it finally cleared up for a little while. I went out and fished out that rock wall, and I think I had 5 or 6 fish or bites within an hour and a half just going down that rock wall. And I wanted to show you how I fished the Hellgrammite. I get asked a lot about it because I use it a lot. And you know, I guess it's a lure that a lot of people are not used to, so I guess I'm a little bit of an expert on it as far as just how I use it, or just at least I know some about it, and I've caught a lot of fish on it. And most of the time, I used to use a medium light, but I like a medium rod. So, you know, here's 3 that I have. These are a 6.6. I think this is a 6.8, and this is a 6.9. You know, 6.6 to 7 foot medium rod. Just a pretty lightweight. You know, these are around $100 rods. Something pretty sensitive, a 2000 size reel, like that Piscifun Carbon X. I got either 10 or 12 pound braid. So, you know, you don't have nothing really tough, and usually 8 to 10 pound fluorocarbon leader line. And that leader line is mainly for the rocks, just abrasion resistance. So say usually I'm going to go with 12 pound braid and a 10 pound leader line on a 6.9, you know, medium rod. That's, I can set the hook, and it's also real sensitive where I can feel it. So I'm gonna take that lure, and I'm just looking at that rock wall. I don't have a graph or anything, so I don't really know how deep it is. You know, it could be 10 feet deep, you know, dropping off, or it could be you know, layers going down. And I'll do this out of a boat and out of a kayak, and I've had good success in rivers and lakes and different places where I see rock for structures and stuff like that. And, you know, smallmouth particularly are gonna hang around rocks, and I love catching smallmouth. So I got some. I'm take that lure, and let me show you how I got it set up real quick before we cast it out there. So it's a 3-inch Hellgrammite. This is the obsidian. It's a really jet black one. I got it on. This one right here is a 1/15 ounce. So I'll go 1/15 ounce to 1/10 ounce, and sometimes 1/6 ounce if I want to get it really deep. But most of the time I want that lighter weight because I want that lure to kind of fall. But let me show you this. So I got it, I hook it through, let me show you how I hook it real quick. And you can do this on a Ned rig or any style. I hook it up this way because I don't like, because they're expensive and I don't like losing them. Plus they're so tough that I can hook them up this way and it's not gonna hurt anything. It's not gonna wear them out. So I go through take it through the top of it, the head there. And I like to go through the side, the top of the head and come out the side. Right on the other side of its pincher there. So I got to the side, and they're really tough, so you can slide it up over the little holder, and you're not tearing it. It's not gonna hurt it. You're gonna scup over it. So you got it up over the holder, got half of it in, and then I take the other, you know, it's on there sideways, and just line it up, stick it straight through, come out the other side, and it's pretty much weedless like that. You can leave a little bit exposed, or you could just like tuck it in where it's totally not exposed, especially if you're fishing around trees and a lot of structure. So it's right there on the edge, and the hook comes up the side. It's not going to affect anything. When the smallmouth, especially, but when bass bite this lure, for the most part, they're not slamming it, so it's more of a subtle. They're just going to grab it. I've watched this happen a ton of times. I've watched in a lot of clear water I fish, rivers, creeks, and lakes, everything. I see the fish, they'll just come out, they'll look at it, and maybe as it's falling, or maybe as it hits the bottom, they'll just go, they'll just grab it and they'll hold it right there, and then they'll start to turn. They don't come up and go wham and try to swim off with it, and you're like, oh, most of the time. I mean, it can happen, but unless there's 2 or 3 of them competing at it, if they're just by itself, swoop to it, grabs it, and he just starts to turn off with it. So with that being said, I'm throwing this out there, drop it down that rock wall. Usually I'll just let it sink for a couple seconds. All right, set that and just start tightening up the line, and maybe giving it some little twitches, like little twitch as I'm reeling it in slow. What I'm doing is I'm kind of pulling it off that rock wall and letting it fall, and I'm twitching it, little twitches, just to kind of feel. And I'm twitching and then kind of feeling just to feel if it stops. If I twitch it and it stops, and I'll just slightly pull up on it. And if it's just staying still, then I'm setting the hook. Most of the time what's gonna happen is you might not even know they're on there. Like you feel it just kind of stops. You're like, well, I'm not 100% sure. And then he starts swimming off with it, you know. So I don't wanna just be like jerking on it and then he bites it and he jerks and he lets go. Little jerks, kind of pulling it up slow. He's got a hold of it. If he's got a hold of it, he's gonna hang on to it. And usually, as soon as you know he's got a hold of it, set that hook. Sometimes I drop it down and I'll let it sink for a second. Then I start picking it up, tap, oh, it's tight. And I just hold it tight for a second till I feel a little bit of a pull, and then boom, we're setting the hook. If they grab it, they're going to kind of hold on to it, and then they're like I said, a lot of times they won't move. They'll just kind of swim slowly. So I just wanted to go over that with you and just show you how I like to fish it, and how it's just a confidence lure that I have, that I know it pulls fish out of there, and it's so easy to do because you don't have to do much. The less you do, that fish isn't looking at this thing to try to escape. He's not looking at this thing to try to swim away. He's just looking at it and he says, oh, that's an easy meal. I'm just gonna go grab it. And I've seen it happen so many times. They'll just suck it in, and sometimes you barely know they're on there. And that's why you want something real sensitive rod, because you're really feeling for just a light grab sometimes. Sometimes they'll grab it and just start swimming off with it. Or sometimes I've seen them grab it and they just sit there with it. And I'll watch them, and I know that they have it in their mouth, but I never feel anything. And I'll just set the hook by watching them. So I know that they're doing that down there too. So that's how I wanted to go over that. I get questioned and asked a little bit, but that's how I do it on that rock wall. And this was a couple days before the tournament going on, and my plan was to come back to this rock wall and fish. But you'll have to find out whenever you watch the tournament video, which should be coming up here in a couple days. I got it going by with his mower. All right, I wanted to end this out. So if you are interested in these Nikko Hellgrammites, they're kind of expensive, but they're very durable, and they're well made and worth the money, in my opinion. So you have to try them out for you want. If you want to get a just 10% off discount, I got a discount code down below. I think it's Creek 10. You get 10% off, and I'll earn a little bit of the profit also. So thanks for watching. If you want some Nikko Hellgrammites, go check them out. If you need some Piscifun products, I also got a discount code for that below. And this is 10 pound. I think this has got 10-pound Piscifun line on there, but I like using their yellow line where I can watch the line move and stuff like that. So thanks for watching, and I guess that's gonna end out this video.